Like that vid got cut off. So Monday, 10:51, 19 seconds, year 2023, 6th month, June, 5th day. And this is 88, 89, 90 years later from HJR 192. HJR 192. That's House Joint Resolution that became public legal code. Also public law. It all depends on the perspective that, you know, in the flash second, as the thought is received with the brain, you know, it could be this, it could be that, in the moment. So across the way here, there's a fence here. There's a fence. There's the fence over there. One might be able to see the fence down that way, or over there. Here, let me show you the fence here more so. Or let me show the fence. Not necessarily you. You might be there watching, but that's a fence right there. Those are apartment complexes. Otherwise, commonly known as, could be, what ifs, prison cells. That's a prison complex. Where the cellmates are bunched together closely, as opposed to out here on this side. This would be military housing on this side because there's more space. I'm just having fun with the words and the situations. But in a way, if I was to focus in on it, yeah, wow. That is kind of just like what's going on around here. There are prisons where everyone's crammed together, sardine can, and then there's the military on the outside that, contains the prison and the prisoners therein. Which is just another word for, I guess what could it be, children? Those that are still growing up? I'm not saying that it is. I'm just saying, that's a perspective. So here it is. I'm waiting for the state of Oregon to respond to the letter that I sent them. So, they're supposed to be sending me unemployment money, but the money in transit to getting to me through the local mail somehow has not yet got to the destination over here, and it's been 8 weeks now. So, I called them up and I let them know, and they said, well, it could be this particular address that we have in our system. It says that could be the mistake. So I said, well, and I said, yeah, it could be. And somehow we got onto the subject of just changing the address and have it be more to something that they're used to. And so once they changed it, I received a letter in the mail from them, which was the tracer. They said, we're going to send you a tracer so that you can fill that out and get it back to us so that we can track down where the hell the mail is at. So anyway, I got around to filling that out. I sent it back to them. And so now I'm waiting for them to, more than likely, they're going to send the money here through that, the more more formatable address, I should say. Although I have received plenty mail here with the lien number on it. Plenty mail. But I have also encountered some mail that has not reached here yet. But it finally got here 2 months later, 6 weeks later. And so the mail does eventually, get here. And it's gotten to the point now where the mail, the Postmaster General knows who I am and knows when that address has a lien number attached to it, that, oh yeah, that goes to Russell. And so they always send it over here. But, now I'm dealing with the Oregon State of Employment Department, which is, it is Oregon State, which is the same as the State Department in the federal government. It's the same thing. And I already sent them an international peace warrant. And I put them all under warrant, I call a peace warrant, for stealing this house. Stealing the property, or stealing this place. They stole it. But at the same time, not necessarily that they stole it, it could have also been just a test. They were testing me. They were testing me to see if I knew what that lien position is, and to see if I was going to hold it and advance it. And guess what happened? Sure enough, they found out that yes, this brother knows what he's up to. And he ain't just throwing numbers on a page, throwing words on a page. He knows the law. Slowly but surely. So, in other words, slowly but surely, the test that they're giving me, they're testing me to see, they've been testing me to see if I really know what the law is. And not only that I know what the law is, also, have I the capacity to teach the law? Yeah, to teach. And so, so we're over here. This is all public. This is all public view right here. So we're over here, and the apartments over here, the siding is all being cleaned up. So, But anyway, I find this quite wonderful because, it seems like every summer that I clean this place up, get everything shiny, because over here they're power washing all the moss and dirt and stuff off the side. And so, it always amazes me. Summertime is cleanup time. And so, as I've had opportunity to basically power wash this house, I've seen it happen. Pretty soon as I'm finished, all of a sudden, whoosh, here comes the power washers for this particular apartment complex over here. Now, the reason why this particular apartment building within the complex, why it gets more mossier, is because there's a drain field down here. So more moisture, comes up from the drain field, which, I suppose. But anyway. So I am in waiting mode. I'm waiting to see if that money is going to come through. And the reason why I finally got around to going ahead and sending that tracer form in, because I was just going to wait it out, because eventually they end up sending the mail. But knowing what I know, there are those in high-level governments who have all their gangs and all their employees down at the lower levels living in the neighborhoods. They know who I am. They know when I send stuff through the mail. They all talk. And so, they could be purposely, it could all be a test too. They could be purposely withholding that check for all kinds of different reasons. It could be a bad reason, a good reason. A bad reason, they could just want to steal the money and have it for themselves to see if they could get away with it, and then see if they could blame it on me. Oh, you spent the money somehow or whatever. But now, I guess on the good side, it would be money that's saving up on a card so that I wouldn't spend it. And so it would be there, and all of a sudden I would have access to it, and there's $12,000 right there. Yeah, that's how much I've been allotted unemployment. $12,000. That's $24,000 a year. $465 a month. And no one is giving me a job around here. No one wants to hire me. Because when they do a background check on me, there's a mark on the background check. It says first-degree pedophile. But what most of them don't know is that was not guilty in the court system. That was a not guilty. Not guilty. But still, just because that mark is on the background check, just because they see it, they say, oh, we don't want to have nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. So I am guaranteed to not be hired. And I could put in the state required 2 job searches and the 3 activity searches and have a guaranteed income coming in. $12,000 every 6 months. And that includes if it gets to the point where unemployment has to be extended because a recession all of a sudden comes upon us, or a depression, or a pure straight out economic collapse, which could happen. And there's a lot of people, there is a lot of people on the internet back behind the scenes. I'm talking experts up in the financial markets that are revealing publicly what the 50-year and 100-year cycle charts are showing. And they're showing that we are exactly at the point for an economic collapse. A collapse that's going to be worse than the Great Depression in 1929, which revolves right around June the 5th, 1933, which comes right into the Treasury prepaid system. The corporation went bankrupt. We, the people, were put in the creditor position, and that money or that credit was stolen from us. But I'm just going to say it was stolen from me. Because if I include everybody else in the story, then they're going to think, oh my God, I got to be part of this now? And I don't want to put that heavy burden on nobody. So I say all this because if a great recession and a great depression comes upon us, it could be that I'm looking at guaranteed money here. $24,000, actually $25,000. $25,000 a year. Because the unemployment department or the employment department might decide to have tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 emergency unemployment benefits. And then because it's a different cycle, it's going to be a great cycle. There's going to be tier 5, tier 6, tier 7, tier 8. There's going to be as many tiers as is needed. and I'm going to have guaranteed income from the state coming in if the unemployment numbers reach greater than 8-point-something% according to the federal rule or the state rules, Oregon state rules. It said, I went and read the Oregon state statutes and codes. It says Oregon state shall implement emergency unemployment benefits or whatever the fuck. In my case, it would be Treasury Access. Oregon state, if they get to 8-point-something on the Richter scale, unemployment, then comes the emergency benefits. And it's usually those emergency benefits are usually provided at the federal level. Federal headship. So, I'm not saying that it's going to happen. I'm not saying that I want it to happen. I'm just saying I am in a very secure position right now, to where at least for the next 6 months, I'm guaranteed $1,800 a month. That's what's coming in. $1,800 a month. And since how no one wants to hire me, I'm talking no one, because they see a first-degree pedophile mark on the background check. And not only that, they see a low credit score. Yeah, and they see a government watch. Because I went on those background checks and I started searching them up, and it said Russell Eskew is on a government watch list. Government watch list. And I can show you that I am part of the government, because I want to show you something right here. I have a government card that'll prove that I am part to the government watch system. I want to show you something. All right? I think I put it inside. Anyway, I think I need to go get that. Just reminded me. I'm going to go get that card, and I'm going to put it back here in this wallet. But I'm going to tell you, I have a Department of Transportation government card. I went down and I took the test and I passed it to be a traffic controller. And you know what they told me? They said, brother, go back home and enjoy your vacation. We ain't that busy. They didn't say it in those words, but that's exactly what they said. They said, Russell, we know who you are. Go back home and enjoy your military leave. We ain't that busy yet. In other words, it's not an emergency that you need to go out on the street and suck exhaust all day and tell everyone what to do. Anyway, I'm going to go and get that card because that was part of the stipulation. I'm glad I did this video. Because, you know, I want to honor the legal side too. I want to put that card back in the wallet. Hold on. Hold on a second. Let me put this right here. If I had some music, I could play some music while we're waiting. I have some music right here. Hold on a second. Let me get this thing on. Let me get this on. All right. So I got this thing right here. There it is. Hey, you got some music. Look out with your bad self. This is the XP Extra Bass. Extra Bass. Rockman. Rock Girl. That is the Rock Girl. XP 10,000. No, that's 11,000. 11,000. That's 1-1. Actually, hold on a second. That's 4 zeros. That's 11 and 4 zeros. So that's actually 101,000. Is that 101,000? Yeah, that's six digits. That's 101,000. Anyway, I'm gonna set you down here. Rock some soul to rock you. Here it is. It was right here amongst the receipts. Here it is. Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. That the smallest amount of faith is a mustard seed is adequate. I can never love Yeshua All right, now we're connected. Okay, this right here is a government card. I'm going to tell you, this is from Indian Native Reservation right there. You see that, Chimichuck? What's it say? Kimakita Community College. That's an Native Indian jurisdiction. Native Indian. That's native to the land. Indian. Kimakita Community College. That's where that government card's associated with. And see what that says on it? It says traffic controller, traffic control flagger. Oregon Work Zone Traffic Control, Oregon Department of Transportation, certificate of completion, name Russell Eskew, ID number 48617, expiration date 4/6/2026. Card holder must provide government ID photo. Now I'm going to read the back. There's the back right there. Let me show you the front. Now I'm going to show you the back. Then I'm going to read the back. This is what it says. the person, I'm going to add to it, or sole named on this card has met the industry standard requirements of traffic control work zone safety by completing this Oregon Department of Transportation approved course offered through Kimakita Community College. Instructor's name. First name's, last name is Anderson. I know his first name's Matt. Instructor's ID number 576. There it is right there. That's the connection with the emergency benefits. Emergency. That's a national emergency. Now, this instructor told me, he said, keep this card on you at all times, Russell. At all times. Now, to me, that's just a suggestion from a friend. That's just advice from a friend. In other words, a friend had some things to share. He said, keep it on you because you never know when someone might want to know who you are and who you're connected with. All right? In other words, are you part of the club or are you not part to the club? Are you on the government watch list or are you not? So is being on the government watch list a bad thing? Could be. There's a bad and a good to being on the government watch list. That's what I share. That's what I share. Anyway, that wanted to be said and it wanted to be recorded. So I'm going to put this on public record, and I'm going to upload it. So now I'm going to go to the next part. So talk to you next video. Anyway, this over here. So here we are. See? There he is right there. Cleaning all that moss off there. Okay, pull the finger. That's Mexico. Mexico. Pull the finger.